So what I wanted to share today, it's just been on my mind all day because I've been, as all of you probably have been, seeing things pop up, and some things are so, hi Kara, Elizabeth, some things are so incredibly funny, while others just warm your heart, make you cry, and some things break your heart. So hopefully I can get through this. I just feel this is just a hard time for a lot of people. And I actually consider, hi Carson, I'm already crying. I feel fortunate because I have so many wonderful people around me that are helping me keep my business going and are providing emotional support for me, physical support for me. It's just been something that I feel very fortunate, and I recognize that not everyone has that. And so I just wanted to come on today to talk about the fact that laughter is healing. Laughter is super good medicine. And at the same time, so is crying, so is reflecting, and so is digging deep. And so those are the things that I just felt on my heart to talk about today. Crying can be very cathartic. And it's normal to cry. I don't always cry this easily. Those of you that know me know I don't always cry this easily. But with the heartache that's going on in the world, I'm sure a lot of you too feel it as well. It's like the energy is just heartbreaking. And there's so many people that are worried about their jobs, worried about their next paycheck, worried about their family members, the health of their family members, worrying about what things are going to look like on the other end of this. And it just grabs me here. So it's normal to have these feelings as we're going through a crisis like this. Some of us on here today have suffered great loss, not just with COVID-19, but over the last year have suffered great loss. Most of the people on, I know personally, and I know some of you have suffered great loss. Many of us are facing and suffering uncertainty. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm not sure what my business is going to look like on the end of this. I feel good about it just based on what I'm seeing right now with just the support that my clients are giving, how my trainers are reaching out. I mean, I feel very fortunate. And I hope that everyone on here has a good support system because that is so important. But also with crying, I really hope that this crisis is giving us empathy. Sometimes I feel like we get so busy in life that we don't have time to just sit with someone else. Someone who may not have anyone else to sit with them. And I'm hoping that this crisis will show us how to make the time for that and how to be there for other people and even the people we don't know. I mean, we're seeing some amazing stories of people that are doing these incredible things for people that they don't even know. I know that I was always taught that, it's easy to lay down your life for a friend. But will you lay down your life for someone you don't know or even for an enemy? Isn't that the true test of love? And so I hope that all of us will take the time during this crisis to recognize that we're all in this together. And we all have something that we can offer. Even the little things cause vibrations through the entire universe that can affect someone even on the other side of the world. So crying is a good thing. Let's not lose sight of the fact that it is important and okay to cry. The other thing is reflecting. This is a time when a lot of us have some extra time on our hands, and some people may not know what to be doing with that time. And I just invite you to take that time to take inventory of how you're feeling, of how you're behaving, and if those feelings and behaviors are on par with your ultimate purpose. So just to sit and possibly ask questions like, what have I been fighting for? What have I been fighting to keep? What have I been fighting to maintain control of? What have I been fighting to achieve? And do those line up with my ultimate purpose? Where have my priorities been? I think that's a big one for most of us. I think we all can say that we've wasted time in the past and that we waste time every day. And it's okay to waste time. It's okay to have those times in the day that you just do nothing but veg in front of the TV or the computer, or where you sit down with a book quietly. I'm not saying those things are not good, because I think they are good. I think they're necessary as well. But now's the time when we have a little extra time just to say, where are my priorities? What am I making my priorities? And then, is there anything about my life right now, based on where my priorities have been, based on what I'm fighting for and what I've been fighting for, that I would like to shift? And I like the word shift because the word change sometimes shuts people down. People typically don't like change. But if you switch that and just say, are there things that I can shift in my life? Are there things that I feel are necessary to shift in my life? I think through this crisis, we're all going to find that most of us are going to have to shift and pivot in some way. And I hope that you will embrace that. Hi, Josh. And not step away from that. Because it's in these times that we can grow the most. It's in these times that we can learn the most. And it's in these times that we can become the best people, the most useful people, and the people that can provide that hope for others. So we've talked about how it's okay to cry, how it's important to laugh, but it's also important to cry. And it's important to take a look at your priorities and to just reflect on who you are, where you want to be, and what you're doing. And then it's time to dig deep. And digging deep is where the actual work happens. It's actually what's required. So digging deep is required in order for us to get to that next level. So some of the questions that I want you to ask yourself, there's 3. I want you to ask yourself, what are my deepest desires? Secondly, I want you to ask yourself, what are my deepest needs? Because our desires and our needs are different. However, when we're busy, when life is just coming at us fast, I think we forget to stop and really separate those two things. What are your needs? It's okay to ask for what you need. It's okay to want what you need. Hi, Tracy. It's okay to do that. So what is it that you need? And it's important to take away your desires from that. Because we can live and survive and be functional people without our desires being met. But I believe that if our true, deepest needs are not being met, then we're stunted. I don't think that we can continue doing and striving and performing adequately if we're not getting our deepest needs met. So what are your deepest needs? Hi, Mr. Bill. What are our deepest needs? What are your deepest needs? Think about that. If you're a parent, you've probably not thought about your needs in a long time. So take some time to think about that. What are your needs? Where do you feel the things that help you to be the best person that you can be? So when we look at needs, sometimes we look at it as, we hear the word, oh, she's so needy. Oh, he's so needy. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about what truly is, if you take it right down to your bare minimum, What do you need to be a happy, successful, and nice person? Those things are not selfish. It is not selfish to have those needs. You need to be very clear about those needs. And I invite you to be brave enough to get clear about those needs and then to start working towards fulfilling those needs. I believe that most people, and just the people that I've worked with over the years, there's not that many of them. There's not that many true needs. But the ones that are there are super important. And you deserve to have those met. Then you go to your desires. Now, all of us have a lot of desires. We want to make this much money. We want to be able to do this. We want to be able to do that. We want to live here. We want to do that, go there. We want to work in a certain industry. Hi, Lisa. We all have desires. Desires are okay too. But don't sacrifice your desires for what you truly need, because what you truly need is what's going to carry you through things like this crisis. When you have those things met, when you have people in your life that are helping you with those things and are serving you as you serve them, then you're going to be able to get through these crises. If you have a bunch of desires that you see just falling away, you know, as you watch your retirement fund go down, I know it's freaking me out, trying to stay positive about it. If I were to allow that desire to take over, it would stump me. It would make me become in a place where I'm not sure that I could function at a level that I need to. So learn to separate your desires and your needs. So you're making those two lists, my needs, my desires. And then the big one is, where is my divine purpose? What is my divine purpose? Because every single one of us has one. And it's God-given. And regardless of how much you try to fight it, it's there. And you're expected to walk in that purpose, and you're expected to reach through life to others and fulfill that purpose. So it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, how much money you make, what your medical condition is, what you look like. None of those things matter. The case that I'm making is all of us have a divine purpose. What is yours? If you know what your divine purpose is, feel free to type it in right now. If you already know, I have a feeling some of you know, but a lot of people just don't know. What is your God-given divine purpose? When you find that, everything else starts falling into place. So if you take your desires plus your needs plus your purpose, you come up with what I call creative priorities. If you can keep those things in the right places and in the right balance, then you can create. And whether you're artistic or not, because I'm not at all, but all of us were designed to create. God created us to create. Every second of your life, you're creating your own life. Let me repeat that. Every second of your life, you're creating your own life. We are creators. What life are you creating? Wendy says that her divine purpose is helping others, especially women and moms. Wendy, and you're so good at that. The things that you've walked through in your life, I see you grow and blossom. I've seen the person that you've become and how you are contributing to the world, and it is so amazing. I'm so proud of you. So work on those things. You know, we need to stay laughing. We really do. Keep laughing. At the same time, don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to reflect. And don't be afraid to dig deep. Because in times like this, that's when we can really come out on the other end. Better people, more divinely attuned to our purpose. And I believe that God is going to help all of us carry through. and get to the other end of this. And Myra says, mine has always been customer service of some kind. I can certainly see that in you, Myra. Absolutely. Keep walking in that, just being of service to other people. It feels good when we're walking in service. It feels good when we're walking in our purpose. And it helps to get through the things that we're going through now. And that's all I wanted to say today. You're welcome, Mike. But just know that you're in my prayers, you're in my thoughts. A lot of you on here are really good friends of mine, and I cherish every one of you. And I thank you for how you've contributed to my life and my purpose, and how you have met my needs and my desires, because you are all there and you're just amazing people. I love you too, Teresa. You're welcome, Myra. And Teresa, girl, you're a rock star. Keep fighting. I love you. And that's all I have to say. Does anyone else have anything to add? You're welcome, Sharon. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Thanks, Wendy. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Keep being amazing, and love to all of you. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. Oh, thanks, Bruce. Love you. Miss you guys. Hope you're having fun and staying safe. Are you guys on a cruise right now? Oh, he may have gone. Bruce and his wife literally live on a cruise ship. It's like such an amazing thing. But I just wondered if they're actually harbored somewhere right now. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Love to you. Big hugs to you.